Hello everybody and welcome to the third episode of our playthrough. Today we're about to go to the nether and we just have to find a place to put this portal. We got some nuggets to make ourselves some boots so we don't get attacked by piglins. And let's see what stuff we can improve before going. We do need another shield, which would be easy to get. I just have to dump this stuff out of my inventory again. For some reason I have 2 music discs of 13. I've finally found a place to put it, just like right near the back of it, which I tried getting it all done right here, but the skeletons kept shooting me off, which was annoying, and it is the reason we have to light this place up. And if we don't, we're just gonna keep going in and out, in and out. But one thing I did do is, you see at the ground of my camp, I put like coarse dirt and actual dirt there. I just wanted to bring that up. Now we finally actually get our portal up, and we get into the nether right away to start this episode. Now we can go and see what we have. Mostly though, it's not bad, but it's not good. Just kind of the basic thing you're gonna be at. No, like, oh my god, it spawned right in the nether fortress. I realized when I was running to this, I was actually not recording, which makes it look bad. But this is actually one of the first ones I haven't used chunk base for. I got pretty lucky. And then later in the episode, I'm gonna show you the way I got there. Basically, just running in a straight line and trying to find something. We got way lucky than I usually do, but this wasn't exactly a smooth ride. I cut out a lot of the running back to the fortress, which just smooths out the video. And during this, I actually lost my chest plate from a blaze, which is a pain, but we'll live. We didn't exactly look around this nether fortress, because I don't feel safe doing that with just iron armor. We can come back and actually get the loot, but right now, I just want these blaze rods. I'm gonna get about 8 and just run back, which seems like an easy task, but was a pain with all my items and no food. Mostly just running back and forth, back and forth. I cut most of that out because this video would have been like just 20 minutes of me running back and forth in the nether, which is not fun, and I wouldn't be able to fit anything else in, which is not good. You can see right here, I tried to just skip to where I killed the blazes and waiting for them. They were spawning pretty good, and this portal, not the portal, this spawner can actually be made into a automatic blaze spawner later. I did want to do that, I just don't necessarily know how. And one thing I actually noticed is they can like hit most of the damage they did to me was just them hitting me. Like when I hit them, I had to put my shield down so they hit me right back, which that's most of the ways they have ended up killing me. I got fire resistance actually from a piglin. I just traded them with gold and it gave me a splash potion. This piglin right here with the effect on it, which actually helped me endless amounts just fighting these blazes and going back home. Right now we just need 3 left. We're just looking around and waiting. I'm not doing any exploring this episode, but one thing I do want to do is I do want to explore this. I'm just gonna put that aside right now because I don't really like the nether. Nobody real does, but we just have to deal with it till we're out of here. Now we start just looking around in the inventory looking for food. Realized we didn't have any, and that's this is around the parts where we actually got killed and had to run back. You can tell by my hearts and food changing and my level just fluctuating. Right here yes, we picked up the last one. This one jumps nothing. So we take a little jump and we start running back. This is actually the part I decided to keep in because it shows the way to the nether fortress, which is pretty useful. I almost forgot the way to even get out, but we found it. You can just see it's kind of just a straight dash. Right now I'm just running forward so no gas hit me. Because we do have a bow, but we have no arrows, which makes it, I don't even know why we're carrying bows if we have no arrows. One thing I did notice is our nether is like where we're at is like very short, where the gas can't fly high up, so we can just jump up and hit them, which is a good pro. That was stoppable once we jump down to the lower layers by the lava pool. But right now, I'm not planning to do that anytime soon. I'm just trying to get ender pearls and blaze powder so we can beat this game and start getting way better loot. Once we actually get good loot, I want to start making stuff. Maybe next episode I have an idea of a farm. It will help us with I saw the structure early on in the series, and I thought it would make a little farm there, and later on when we start getting more blocks, more shulker boxes, we can go to a different structure and make like a big mega farm, which I've never done in this game before, but honestly just I want to, and it's a good excuse to just do it here. This is the Crimson Forest. I thought would be a way to get easy blaze rods, but this is the smallest Crimson Forest. Not blaze rods, ender pearls. We end up getting one out of like 5 blazes, and they just keep running away. I keep trying to kill them with our sword, and it takes like 8 hits. And by the time you get to like number 4, they just teleport away and not show back. Right here we get our first and only ender pearl. We're gonna need like 14, so this part's gonna be pretty long, and you can tell how weak the sword is by how long it takes. We could try to find a better one, but I'm not gonna do that and just do right here and just wait. Right now I'm gonna make a big like loop of this so I can kill the enderman quicker. It didn't work terrible. It worked better, but it gave us like maybe 2 pearls. I don't even know if it was 2, it could even be 1. This is just the highlights of it. The highlights was like 4 endermen, which was not very much. And you can see I abandoned this pretty soon. Yeah, it looks like only gave us 1 pearl, that little thing we did. But later I decided to just try to find if there's more word forest around here. So I went down this little tunnel I made to improve this. And it just basically just looking around, exploration. I remember this lava pool over here. I was wondering if there's actually stuff around it. So I basically just jumping around, hoping to find something better. So we can actually get our pearls. And I saw that thing, so I decided to dig in this mountain. This little dig right here can actually help us get in and out of this section way easier. And we find this real quick, which wasn't bad. And I spent a lot of the netherrack just making a stair down here. And by the end, the stair was, most of the blocks I placed were just useless. You can over here has a lot more endermen. That's probably where they kept teleporting to. And I just started digging this little hole, and we just go into a montage of it. Now that we have all the materials, we're gonna get some new armor and some new tools. We're gonna look for the end portal. While we get on our way there, I should probably talk about what we're gonna do. While we're getting our tools, we should simply just speak on what's gonna come next after we defeat this. I'm just waiting to get elytras and shulker boxes before I start building bigger stuff. My next plan is probably like a good raid farm, because I know we do have a raid place right by us. That'd probably be in a couple episodes. I'm not sure if we're gonna fight the Ender Dragon in this episode. Probably not, but it's possible. But we'll figure that out. During this adventure, it helped me figure out what's around me too, and I could plan around it. Didn't find any ocean monuments, which could be a little bit if I wanted a guardian farm. I would have to go out searching for one of those. But that should be a lot easier with enchanted tools. Again, a big reason this is just to get better tools, enchanted stuff, and just so quality of life. I don't necessarily want to start using a lot of blocks that I just have to place in a chest. In the video, you can see me starting to run towards villages, because multiple villages I thought that was our destination. It was just a random village. This happened multiple times, and we checked over here, there was nothing there, which is expected. While we run, we see more of our swamp we have, and this swamp would probably be just a good place to build a slime farm where I don't have to dig out a chunk. I never have the best things with slime farms, they barely work. But I'll try a new design. Around here it's a pillager outpost. I think I'll look at it soon after I kill this cow. Yeah, you kinda see it over there. I should look at it. Yeah, that one right there. I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of, but if it is, it can be good for one of the things I'm working on. I'm gonna need 2 pillager outposts, but one's gonna be way longer. It's gonna be that one you don't have to worry about. That coal we just got right there actually helped us a lot later on this video, just so we can mark where we've been at the stronghold, cause those things are like a maze, and it's just real annoying. You can see again, we actually try to go to this village thinking it's where we need to be. I don't know if I already been here because it's kind of deserted, but it's not abandoned. It doesn't have any villagers. It has an iron golem, but I don't think I couldn't find any hay bales, which was kind of annoying. But we'll work with it. And now we're just gonna make our way back over there. At least this time, while we look around, we can actually find different types of wood. Right now, all I have is oak, which it can get very bland the longer we go with it. Which, yeah, we can see over here that spruce I end up just running right through. I thought I would like find a village and that would be at, but no, that just didn't happen. We just keep running around. We're slightly getting closer. It's kind of around here. Right now, I'm not really sure why I didn't use my boat I made. I guess I kind of forgot about it, which kind of makes me going back to make it useless. But you know, we live and learn. Mostly just running around. The next time I just come back here, I'm just gonna cut it all out and skip to me in the stronghold. Hopefully, I'll have diamond armor by then, but it'll be iffy. Over here is where I see a lot of that coarse dirt I could use for pathways. which this be useful so I don't have to waste a lot of gravel. These eyes and enders, they started being nice, but then they just started breaking. Now we're starting to get close to it. The stronghold was actually in the middle of this ice. It was a pain, but we eventually found it at the end. We eventually found it around here, but I was at 1 heart, and digging down with the 1 heart is not the best idea. As you see, what eventually just happens this. When we're back, we should have actual diamond armor and stuff to defeat this dragon easier than we would have if we just did that. And we're finally back to this. I was thinking about getting better gear, but I just decided to first find the stronghold and figure out how much eyes I'm gonna need. And we got pretty lucky. Right now we're just running around looking at what's around us. I spent probably good 10 minutes running around this place. I sped that up so to make it more digestible. But later when I want to start enchanting with an enchantment table, I'm just gonna go in here, take all the books, and just place at our house. Which is what I always do. It's the easiest thing. And it's simply just better. The chests we do find over here are kinda useless. I was hoping to find like a looting, sharpness, efficiency-ish book, but we never ended up getting that. Off topic, I don't know how long my voice is gonna sound like this. It might be a couple episodes. It might be fine the next episode. I don't really know. It depends how long I'm congested. But going back onto this, it's just a lot of stuff that looks the same with nothing in it. We're starting to run out of time in this video, so I'm not sure if we're gonna actually fight the Ender Dragon, or I might just end it off when we find the portal and set up a base. And between episodes, I'm just gonna get the eyes and enders that we lost and that we need. There's around we're a good amount away from it, but we still have some in there, which is good. We're missing about half. Mostly right here, I'm just running around trying to find places I haven't found. Mostly just cages. We find these books. Another thing we're gonna need is actually food, because we're gonna have to go end island hunting, and it depends how long it takes for us to find an end city. Right now we're only one person, so we only need one with a thing, and we should be good. At this point, I honestly had no idea where it was, so I was just looking around. I was getting to the point where I thought I had to mine into the walls to find it, because that's what happened to the last one I did. But I think we eventually find it. It might be a couple more minutes. Most of this just running. I honestly don't even know how I found it. Usually it's just taking a random turn you thought you took. But we just keep trying and just keep going. Defeating the Ender Dragon, it's gonna open the game up to us so we can do more projects. One thing we could use is a creeper farm. That's basically just a lot of blocks and wood. That could be part of an episode or a whole episode, depending how it goes. Right, but right now I'm just later I think going to a cave trying to find it outside of there, which doesn't really bring anything, but it could bring some ideas up. This is where that is. It's basically just trying to see if it shows, which it never did. And I just found like a buttload of zombies, which are pretty easy to defeat now. Way easier than a couple episodes ago, which it's just bound to happen. I should be picking up on the end portal real soon by now. I just run in here checking if it's a different one. It wasn't, but I just kind of arranged it till where I get it later. I probably should have took one of the chests so I can have more storage when I set up a place around here. But I just never ended up doing that. Right now I think Just trying to check how filled my inventory is. This is actually one of the stranger strongholds I found, because it's technically in the middle of a lush cave, so there's all the lush cave objects around here, which it did bring some light and gave me some food later. This is where I finally found the portal, and again with all that lushness by it, it was stranger than I usually seen, but it's nothing really different. We live. We just starting to set up shop and get ready for next episode. You know what? That should be about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back next time.